Sunday brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 27-yard line.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton. Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Another catch for Melton. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
A gain of 8 there on the play.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
The quick slant caught. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll run for it with Dillon. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. He gets this one to Johnson. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, CD, with receivers, we talk about their speed, great hands. It's tough to quantify elusiveness, but they say he has great elusiveness, and he showed it right there with a run after the catch.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Dalton. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
On second and very short, Dalton. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There we go.
Passing, it's Dalton. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So on fourth down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packers take over first and 10. Their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And again, it's Rodgers. He's able to find Melton. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. On play action. Now Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tunyon. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now it's Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
A
final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A.J. Dillon as time expires in the first half. And the Packers have taken the lead on the final play of the first half. Now Crosby for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. 3rd and 2 for Dalton. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Down. Dalton wants to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. So Dalton now. Again, it's Johnson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing. Dalton. For the catch made by Johnson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. This will be Dalton again. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Into the hands of Kamara. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. And Dalton to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw here, Dalton. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Dalton now to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown. touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, but as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And got his man complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Oh, he bowls over him. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
You got 58.
They go back to the ground with Jones. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Down to about the 23. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Caught by Cobb. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Kelly, go left, Kelly.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Let's think about this stage of the 2nd half. You're taking the chip shot field goal, right?
Boy, I'd love to be on the headset right now between head coach and play caller, because you know it's a heavy conversation right here, because I'm guaranteed the play caller is like, Coach, I've got this. I've got to play for this one. But the smart play, kick the field goal, take the chip shot, 3 points.
Yeah, tie the game. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and it would appear that the Saints are going to win this football game. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Big spot, Andy Dalton. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. All right, here's Dalton. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they will spike it with time remaining. And now they'll at least have a shot at a field goal here that could get them to overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.